start your final year as a captain. What does that mean to you?
It's an honor, it's a blessing. See that my teammates voted me and trusted me to do the right things, lead them. Just to be consistent and being the same person, lead them through the tough times, hard times, stuff like that, and the good times as well. To keep them together, help them, hold them accountable, stuff like that. It's an honor, and then it just add to that legacy of all the other great captains that we had in the past as well. So I don't take it lightly, and I'm very excited for that.
Being an offensive lineman, were you a little surprised that the players voted you as a captain?
I wouldn't say surprised because I just being myself every day, just going in there, helping guys, whether it's on the side, stuff like that. Just making sure I'm being consistent who I am when I go out there, whether it's working out, in the film and stuff like that. So just being able to hear those guys and hear them saying like I'm helping them and stuff like that. I wasn't surprised, but it was just, it was a good feeling to know that I'm doing the right things to help them as well, not just, being to myself.
Of course, it's different groups from the military bowl, but what do you remember about that game from ECU, and how do you guys kind of talk amongst each other to try to keep the tempers down so you guys focus on football?
I think just being disciplined, that's not something we got out of character. At the end of the game, that's not who we are. So just being disciplined, communicating up front, stuff like that, just handling pressure, stuff like that. But making sure that we're all on the same page, but not letting nothing like that happen again, because that's not the standard that's on our team or our university. We represent the university and the team and our name on the back, and we got to hold that to a high standard. So just, going in there, being disciplined, focus on what we need to do, executing, not worrying about extra stuff after the play, just handling what we do between the snap is the biggest thing. That's the biggest message.
As far as what you've seen on the field, what do you remember from what they did well defensively in that game versus what you're watching on film, now what you guys are looking to attack?
I think just important just to pick up movement up front. Going to be a lot of movement up front. Just paying attention to our keys, whether corners press, stuff like that. Just making sure everybody all on the same page, communicating. Give a call back. So everybody know that we're all on the same page. So the biggest thing, just we expect a lot of movement up front. Just being on the same page all together.
Being a veteran, do you have any pregame rituals or superstitions?
I would say my pregame ritual would be I gotta listen to two gospel songs. It could be any two gospel songs, and then as I get closer, just listen to more rap, stuff like that, just to get the body going and jumping.
What's it been like watching Kamen Smith go on this offensive line?
It's been amazing just because I've seen his journey from being younger and stuff like that. So it's been amazing just to see him put his process together, his plan together, and see him grow into the player he is. It's always been there. Just once you get, it takes time to build. It's very rare that you see an offensive lineman just jump in, plug and play freshman year. So to see that hard work and dedication that he's put in over the years, and finally him getting his chance, it's amazing to see, and you're excited because it's like you've been there along the roads and you've seen the bumps. So when it's time, when they have that success, it's always amazing to see those guys, get their chance.
Where do you think the biggest jump he's made since you saw him coming as a freshman until now?
I think just being consistent, being more consistent, just trusting, just going out there, play free, not overthinking, just understanding the coach puts you out there for a reason. I think when you're younger, it's easier to get in your head, and just not be calm. Football is going to be football. So I think just breathing and just understanding the system as well.